Those who don't know me, I'm Deepshikha. I am CEO and founder of Dr. Omics Labs. I have done my PhD in translational bioinformatics. It's not a secret that our lifestyles are becoming very much sedentary. With urbanization, fast food becoming more accessible, sedentary job becoming the norm, our waistlines have expanded a lot. But the extent of the problem is truly above the limit. According to the World Health Organization, 4 million people die every year due to obesity, and more than 1 billion people have obesity. Indians are not the exception. These numbers are absolutely terrifying, and they underscore the urgent need for awareness and action. Namaste and welcome to our virtual podcast. We have Mr. Saroj with us. Mr. Saroj, please share your journey as a health coach with us.
Yeah, sure. Good morning, Deepshika, and good morning to everyone. As introduced, my name is Saroj Kumar, and I'm based out in Bangalore. I did mechanical engineering from Bangalore University, and then I did management in sales and marketing. And I was working for a company called Tata Enterprises Voltas Limited. I was heading South India. And since I was heading the topmost segment, and I used to, the design and supervise for the airport, metros, hospitals, hotels, and kind of a project. So actually, I had, along with my responsibility, a lot of social implication was there because I was also traveling a lot. And since I was who's in air conditioning segment in the India, so I was also president for Bangalore chapter and also vice chair for membership promotion for All India ISRE. ISRE is a committee which is called Indian Society of Heating Air Conditioning Engineers. Why I'm giving this example, there's a reason. Because of that, I was traveling internationally, nationally. As you know, in corporate world, corporate travels, you have got food is not as per your convenient. Different countries, different things are there. You are not in the regime of your workouts because time is lacking. You are airport to airport, you are traveling, and that happens, and then of course there is a social atmosphere, where there's a booze and things like that. So I was obese, and I was obese by 20 kg plus, and that's how it has triggered me. My medical doctor in Apollo Hospital in Bangalore, since my family, my parents, and my father is a learned man. He's chemistry, uh, who's who in Bihar way back where we hail from. So he did, his surgery, bypass surgery, and then medical internal medical medicine doctor. He's told me that you have to take medications whole life. Listen to me, guys. They have said that you have to take the medications for whole life. The reason was obesity.
Oh
And
my.
as Deepsika has already said, that obesity is the most, critical things, which I will also explain a little later. And then he said that lose weight. Before that, he has put me under three medications: hypertension, cholesterol was high, obviously, and third was uric acid was high.
What was
All
your
the
weight back then?
I was 84 kg plus,
My goodness.
and I'm 5 feet 7.5 inch. So as per BMI, I should be around 70 kg. In fact, it was more than that, and then I have reduced myself to 64 kg, which I'll tell you later on. So that is how things started, and I was sick and tired with the weight loss, and that is how I thought, why don't I do something significantly well for my life? And that's the whole journey started. By profession, I'm a air conditioning consultant. As I said, I have worked for many senior positions, and that's how 2018 I started becoming this health and fitness journey, because this was close to my heart. Not with my family, not with my neighbors, not in the social media. It was me who has to take care of this, and that's how the journey started in 2018 July.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful and inspiring. So, Mr. Saroj, please let us know that what are the major challenges that new age people are suffering from. These people are facing many challenges, right? So please throw some light on those challenges.
Very good question, Deepsika, you have asked me. And this is most important part, which is not only the youngsters, it also applies to the people who is born till the time he is dying, the last day. Why? Because this body is a machine. Unfortunately, always emphasize that our school children, our college children should also be given a very, very important topic and compulsory topic, that how you can become your healthy. Forget about your society.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they always teaches all these things, but they don't teach how to become healthy.
Very right.
So it's very important that today's sedentary lifestyle, everybody is in stress. Even I was surprised that even the newborn baby, 6-month-old baby, they're also in stress. I don't know why. Only God can know. I don't know about this.
6-month-old.
Yes, and what is happening, as we all know, that if my movement is not there, I'm physically and mentally taking stress, it is going to definitely impact my hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is a hormone which is a resultant for your fat loss and weight loss. And that's very important. I'll give you one example. As all of you know, that Bangalore traffic is pathetic, and I can give you this example I give to everybody. I can give you the best of the best automobile of the world with the driver, no chauffeur driven car. And there's a place called Banagatta Road in Bangalore, which is a famous place. From there to airport, it is around 50 kilometers distance. Typically, a 50-kilometer distance should not be, taking more than 1.5 hours. It should take below 1 hour, but it will take at least 2.5 to 3 hours in peak hours.
My goodness.
So now, even if you don't have any stress, I will put you in the best of the best card. I'm sure your cortisol level will go up by the time you start from Banagatta Road till the time you reach to airport. And that is something very significant. This happens every day to our day-to-day life. We are not taking proper work.
Recently, I got to internet, and there was a very wonderful statement regarding Bangalore traffic. It was shown that a person can walk faster than a car in that traffic.
100% correct.
That was really very exhausting.
The main city is, if you see this maybe speed is maybe 5 to 10, below 5 to 7 kilometer per hour in peak hours. It's pathetic.
And no wonder that we as a youngster community are grappling with this obesity disease. Initially, it was not seen as a disease, but more and more it is becoming like a disease, because we are getting more aware and there are more scientific evidences are available nowadays.
Yes.
Initially, it was just about khate pite ghar ka bachcha. Now it has become a disease, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I would like to ask you another question, that social media and entertainment industry has a very huge role to play regarding the image of obesity is in Indian society. Please elaborate this point.
See, basically, again, I would just want to emphasize a little bit more here. Social media is also responsible. I'll give you one example. I was just sharing with my Canada doctor, who's my client, that if you go to India or in Canada, US, anywhere, if you go to the mall, and typically, people wanted to hang out there, they go there with family, restaurant, all the places. If you go, if you are not consciously aware, you are eating the junk food.
Yes.
And it is advertised by all social media. Right now, Olympic 2024 in Paris is going on. If you see that advertisement, every few minutes you will see which they are showing the food or something which is junk. Go to mall, you will not find any good healthy food. Now we are giving these situations where the small toddler, young grown age, everybody don't have choices today.
Right.
Y or generation Z, whatever you call, they are totally on social media. Nowadays, people don't watch TV, as you know. Newspaper, yes. Forget it. Newspaper to chala gaya. And unfortunately, whatever, the moment you open your eyes, you're seeing your mobile, so you're so fanatic about it. Without mobile, you take somebody's mobile, he will be almost, I don't know, his BP will shoot up. Yes, this is the situation what we have. So social media can play a major role. Unfortunately, everybody wants to play, to bolte roti sek rahe hain. Yes. Because if we give to the school children, to toddler, that, hey, take this chips. Mom and dads are also very happy. You go and take a chips. They're crying. Go and give them some chocolate. That is not correct. We have been never Thank God that I'm in the generation where the TV was not so popular that time. I was not having any advertisement. We used to eat the fresh thing. Why the generation gap? If I just wanted to emphasize one more thing. If you go anybody who is around 60, 70, 80 years old right now, you ask them, they are much healthier than the people who is at the age when they were there at the age. The
Yes.
reason is the food habits, the stress, the nuclear family. It has so many things to play. Even government has to play. We have to play. Everybody has to play in that. Unfortunately, nobody bothers about, because they are getting huge money, huge profit on this.
Talking about that, please let me know, is there any minimum quantity of junk food that is allowed, or we should abandon the idea of junk food altogether?
See, a very tricky and smart question, Deepshika. Let me tell you, the moment you said junk, that our conscious mind is always saying that this is not good for my life.
Yes. Yes.
However, if we don't have any choice, it doesn't mean that we will go and take a poison. Why are we not making this? Why are we not carrying our food with us the way they used to do 20, 30 years before? Why are we not having this? We are worrying about the water, that too we don't drink, unfortunately. But why are we not worrying about? Because if you talk about, if as a coach, I do not allow any of my clients to go for junk even a single day during the program. Why? Because one day junk, they will take them back to 3 days to their program. 3 days.
Yes.
So given a choice to me, yes. See, right now I don't have to lose weight. Day first day we had a whole day event, all family together. We had meeting, all the things we had. I had all suits, everything I've taken. Let me tell you. But next day I came on my track, because any good habit it inculcate to you through the small delta t goes one by one, slow by slow it goes. So I would say, rather, instead of think, please, everything starts from the way you think, the conscious mind. The consciously should not take anything else, because I'll tell you very simple, junk food, what do you mean? I'm sure chips,
Yes.
snacks, or
Right.
mixers. Unfortunately, they all are made up of the oil, which is refined oil, which is much dangerous than jaggery. Unfortunately.
Yes. I would like to ask you one more question. Would you like to place momos in junk food category if it is not fried one?
If the problem is the refined wheat flour,
Yes, correct. We can't forget everything we are getting outside our home is approximately junk.
understand one thing, Deepsika, we can take, sometimes it is better comparatively than your chips and your mixtures, outside, or puff, bun, butter, all these things. This is much better than this. But if somebody in my program, I will say no. Why? Because of that, I told you this. Refined things has to be stopped completely.
Refined. Very exact term you have chosen, and in that refined term there are so many things are coming, including
Yes.
all the bakery products,
Yes.
including our favorite momo. And is sushi also you can consider as a fast food item? Because nowadays everybody is taking that route where there are that kind of fancy items are available, like burgers and pizza. There is apparent refined food included in that ingredient. But when we are talking about fancier items like sushi, there is rice, there is salmon, but still, would you like to think that it is
I
healthier?
would, I would, I would definitely ask no to 100% cut off if they are going for a weight loss program. Because there's a reason behind it. Please understand that anything, if you consume the refined carb categories or the preserved kind of things, which is not checked properly, the levels has been not read properly, this will obstruct your fat burning, because this is adding your fat inside the body, whatever already you have. Because the more refined carb, and at the end of the day, carb is important, but always complex carbs, not the
Very right.
refined carb. Not, oh, I put zero carb. No, wrong thing. The carb is very important for my body, but not refined one. Because the moment you take refined carbs, your fat storing will increase, your fat burning will be stopped because your body is drawing the energy from glucose. The moment you will draw the energy from glucose, you will stop fat burning, whatever kind of glucose you are taking it.
Talking about that, I'm a bit more curious about the fact that some of the companies are selling these soft drinks by labeling that it contains zero sugar. So is that kind of soft drink is becoming healthier version of that kind of rigorous, what I can say, retarded type of item, food item? Because I'm totally against the soft drinks, especially these carbonated drinks. And if somebody is labeling that as healthy drink, so should we take that or should we avoid that completely?
See, again, tricky questions. The new generation is always emphasized on that. If right now in India, Sri Lanka match is going on. Recently, we have ended this World Cup 2020. Everywhere you see that they are promoting the carbonized drink. Zero sugar they have started. A lot of people, the company they have started zero sugar. Fortunately, they have got a lot of hidden sugars. And as I said, the moment you will consume, if you are on fat burning mode, weight loss mode, it will obstruct you drastically.
Right.
So absolutely, my answer is no.
And in the list of no, I would like to add one more thing. Is there anything known as healthy packaged food?
Well, I considered few of the things which is if it is organic in nature, and absolutely it does not. See, for example, if you see this, there is a paneer, for example, no cottage cheese. There's a lot of sources of available, but organic source, somewhere we have to trust.
Yes.
If the company is putting organic and they are doing something else, you and I cannot do anything about it.
Very right.
But going forward, anything organic in nature, I would say yes, absolutely no problem.
So,
You will be surprised to know a lot of people have made salt as a villain. Salt is not a villain. Little out of context, but I just wanted to tell you here because we have touched this point. The Himalayan pink salt or the Sindha namak,
yes,
is the best source of salt if you consume. The problem we should always be worried about the refined carbs, which nobody bothers about. Salt is never a villain, but of course, white salt, no, it should not be used. So this is what I wanted to tell you, that the organic in nature, anything is there available in the big basket or any social media, we should able to take it.
so we need to be more wiser regarding our food choices. We need to read the labels every time.
Exactly. Yes, label is very, very important. And label, in fact, I'll tell you a very surprising fact. There are some products are there where labels are okay, but ingredients they will put something. Like for example, canola oil, refined oil, or palm oil. These are things we don't absolutely no. Like white salt, absolutely no. White sugar, absolutely no. So like this, we should also able to read not only label, also the ingredients, which is written little smaller things which people don't notice. First of all, I always educate people to read labels, but they don't.
Yes, you are right.
It should must.
That's very interesting, I must say. So I would like to switch to the next question. The next villain after the refined carb seems to be sugar. Anything that is sugary should be avoided, or there is a bare minimum limit that we can consume.
Now you can see what I believe in, Deepsika, is that moment you will take the sweetener, the moment you will take glucose, fructose, or maltose, all three are the same family. Unfortunately, a lot of people they feel, even diabetic people, that I am taking fruits which is healthy. It is not. It is not. Let me reveal you why. Because the moment you take, let's say, apple, I am taking apple. That means that apple must have plucked from the tree at least 2 months before. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
So within 24 hours, it loses all the property of nutrients. So what you are taking? And how come somebody will give you an apple which is fresh after even 2 months or 1 month? They must be doing a lot of chemical coatings, which is there to harm me. Yes, if you have got a tree, if you pluck anything, you eat, absolutely no problem. But if you are going for fat loss journey, I will ask you to avoid glucose 100%, fructose, which fruits has got, Yeah, some fruits we can always ask him to take, but most of the fruits are no for the fat foods. Whereas fruits are good. Don't mistake me. Fruits are good, but it should be plucked from the tree directly. Or if you go to
That's great.
countryside, you pluck and eat, absolutely no problem.
That's a new knowledge for me because whenever I interacted with any dietitian, these people always told me that you can consume fruit, any type of fruit that you like, but in small quantity. I was more curious about direct sugar, or you can say good, or the replacements that it is having, like khajur, and there are multiple things are available in the market in name of healthy sugar, right? Palm sugar is there, and jaggery
Coconut
is
sugar is there.
there,
Coconut
coconut
sugar is
sugar
there.
is there. So can we use this alternative whenever we are having cravings?
Sometimes you can always use it. It all depends. One has to check with the coach. It's very important to understand that. That's why in my program, I followed everybody's meal every single day, all the meals, because it's very difficult to follow thousands of people. But whoever is sending the details, as you know, success is always minority everywhere. However, having said that, as I said earlier, few fruits we do allow, like strawberry, cherry, blueberries. Right now, blueberries are available. Sorry. So these are things is good actually, or even coconut. Coconut things. Those things is all
Can I have a piece of good after my every meal?
piece of.
Jaggery.
I agree. See, the moment you have very interesting things, I'm going to reveal you this, that the moment you feel every meal that some kind of sweetener, that means you have got lack of potassium in your body. You have to take 4,700 millimole per day. As a normal human being should take, whereas you are not taking even 500 millimoles potassium. The moment you take more potassium, you will have sweet, whatever the sweet cravings you have, it will go for backseated.
Wonderful.
And
And
it is
what
available in the
about
leafy vegetables.
Mhm.
Leafy vegetables, you can take broccolis. Again, broccoli, if somebody has got a thyroid kind of symptom, then they should avoid. Otherwise, these all things is very important. And leafy vegetables, especially, it's very good. Good amount of fat is very good. Ghee is very good, pure ghee and all this. The moment you will take all this, you will not feel like having sweets especially after a meal.
That's wonderful. So no need to take a piece of jaggery, no need to take this khajur.
You will not feel like taking if your body is running on the fat mode, if you are drawing energy from the fat source.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. We are in a age where profession is being given more and more importance beyond our health. So please advise that these are the bare minimum things that you should do to keep yourself healthy in term of food, in term of diet, in term of exercises. Because we are living
Good.
in that mode where my own company, we are on work from home mode, right? So it is
Yes.
becoming more and more challenging for us to be more and more healthy.
Very good questions, and it has got a few aspects of it. It has got few parts, not in the straight one. So I just wanted to tell you a few things. That one is that the nutritions, the proper lifestyle, I should say, not only nutritions, the holistic lifestyle in holistic way, we should be taught from the toddler, from the
Yes.
nursery. At least whatever generation we have not healthy, let's say, at least we have got the generation coming up in our hand. We can always educate them because they don't know anything. The child does not know whether he is to speak Hindi, English, Hindi, Marathi, French. They don't know.
Yes.
Environment is basically giving them. Similarly, if we have got an environment where the from the nursery KG people started learning, our entire society will be wonderful. Now, having said that, whoever is already there, so now few things is very important. 7 elements is very important in our body. The 7 elements are: first is fat. Fat is, as I said, the ultimate source of fuel. Second comes to protein. As you know, protein is a building block. If
Yes.
somebody has got 170 centimeter, as per the WHO, he has to be around 70 kg. as per BMI or whatever you can call, 70 kg. That means 1 kg desired body weight, he should be taking protein every single day. So that means 70 kg guy or girl, he should take 70 grams of protein every single day, which should be digestive in nature, because protein helps us to build our building blocks. Fortunately, even somebody taking like lot of protein from the food source, other things are all, it is not adequate, because we are not touching even 50% of the required amount. Number one. So number one is fat, number two is protein, number three is fiber. हम सबों ने बचपन से सुना है कि भाई पत्तेदार चीज खाया करो, साग सब्जियां इज वेरी गुड, सो वी शुड मस्ट बी कंज्यूमिंग दैट. Number four comes to carbohydrate. It is complex carb I am referring. Refined carb absolutely zero. No, no. So complex carb is very, very important. And then we need vitamins, minerals, and water. So these 7 elements is very, very important. Anybody, wherever they are across the world, they can follow this. And next comes to 4 pillars, which I'll talk to a little later. But these 7 elements, if they take care, they will be taken care. Now, coming back to the 4 one, first, you have also asked that lifestyle, including workout, all the things, fitness, you said. So a lot of things you can do once your why is clear. Do you want to have a situation where you have got crores of rupees in your bank and you cannot walk? Do you have a situation where you have got huge humongous money, you have got a beautiful sweet shop, sweet stores, and your HB1 is 7, 8 is more? I'm sure you will not. So that is why if you want to enjoy your life, job is important, money is important, but first thing is the body, the home where I stay, which is my body. Second comes to my home. So I worry about, except my body, most of the time, most of the people, they worry about everything, but not at their own self.
Yes.
This is how it is, Deepsika.
Sir, please explain a little bit more on the protein part, that you said that we are not consuming even 50% of the total intake that is required. So how a vegetarian especially can fulfill that requirement of protein?
See, especially understand one thing, that vegetarians can also take a lot of things which is available in the market. They can take a sprout, right? They can take paneer, they can take a lot of things which is coming from the, even curd is good for that matter. The fat is good, all fats are good, including everything. Apart from that, they have to take these supplements, because micronutrients and macronutrients, as you know, macronutrients, which element term, if I explain, something you can wear on your तराजू, तराजू पे इसको आप तौल सकते हैं. कार्ब, प्रोटीन, फाइबर, ये सब आपको macronutrients हो गया. Micronutrients which is not able to see from your naked eyes. For example, if you see palak has got highest source of iron, but can you see that iron? You cannot. So that is called micronutrients, which always comes in tiny form, and micronutrients is going to bridge my adequate requirement of the vitamins and supplements. So it has to be combination of macronutrients and micronutrients. So only somebody will take that. Only my food can fix my protein intake. It is impossible. No food in the world can do this. And that's the reason we have to have the protein supplements, which I said, that micronutrients and then vitamins, minerals. I'll take you a little step back. If you see, when the COVID was there, our WHO, our health organization has talked about that, please take some supplements. If you remember, they said protein, they said omega-3, they said that fibrous things, they said that's vitamin C, they said that zinc, with all things you have to take, which is my food is not producing. So that's how it is.
Talking about the supplement of protein specifically, so what type of supplement you can recommend for lifelong consumption?
See, I only recommend people which should be the food safety standards approved. It should be organic in nature. They should have their own farmings. There's plenty of things is there which they can always Google. They can always understand this. Because what is happening today, if you see that there are plenty of supplements available in the market. Unfortunately, majority of the supplements are synthetic, which is the harmful. So it always has to be first of all, FSI approval is very, very important. And supplements are not drugs. It is not medicine. Unfortunately, a lot of people, since that is safe is like medicine, they feel, oh, I have to take medicine. No, no, no. They should be more worrying about the food what they're taking on the telas or the small restaurants, but they are not worrying about. They are most worrying about, oh, this I should not take. I'm taking pure natural things. So I'll just give you one example. In Bangalore, nobody drinks the tap water. If you come my home, I'll give you tap water, you will run away from my home. But I will say, no, this is natural. So people don't have much wisdom about what is natural to be called, what is not natural to be called. So that's why, therefore, it is available so many things. But I always emphasize it has to be food safety standard, FSI approval. It has to be pure and organic in nature, and they must have their own certified farmings, own, not by third party, because that's how a lot of things happens.
Sure. So according to you, if somebody is taking protein supplement throughout their life, so if it is manufactured in a safe environment, then there's no harm in it.
Of course, yes, absolutely. No. Not only protein, Deepsika, let me tell you, we need so many vitamins and minerals, not only one. Protein is one of them.
Right.
As we know that we need vitamin C, we need vitamin D, we need calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus also we need. We need zinc, we need fiber. So all the things we need, which my body does not having, my food is not producing. But if you go around 2-3 decades before, people used to have the all proper things. They were not having this kind of a disease. They were not having this kind of a stress, what we have developed today. They were not having nuclear concepts. They were never having the COVID phobia. Today also, we while shaking hand, we little bit we hesitate. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So that is how it is. According to the situation, if we are not keeping healthy, first stage, whatever job you are doing, whatever money you have in the bank, that is useless. I always little ruthless about here because you being healthy is the new wealthy norms. This is what I used to tell everyone. This is my hashtag.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Uh, I'm curious a little bit. You have helped a lot of people around you. Please let us know about few of your success stories.
Come again? There was some, one second, give me a second. Some aircraft is
Not
going
an
on.
issue. I'll ask again. I'm a bit curious about it that you have helped a lot of people around you. Please let us know about a success story.
Okay, good question. See, one thing, if I'm not healthy, I cannot coach anybody. Number one, there's nothing called lip service.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Deepsika, I have visited many hospitals because a lot of doctors are my client. I'm talking about medical doctors, not the other doctors. Other doctors are also good. I'm not putting them down. But whenever I'm going to the hospital and I'm seeing their dietitian, 80% cases is there, they're obese. Can you imagine?
Yes. Due to stress, due to their lifestyles.
Please, you are not fit to be dietitian if you are. See, I'm not a dietitian. I'm overall coach. I give holistic approach. In fact, I ask people to read books in my program compulsorily because if you don't have knowledge, you will always be confused. So coming back to your question, I'm a strict coach. Let me tell you, and that's why I could able to give the result to even medical doctors who are not listening to me when I started my program, obviously, but now they are listening to me. They pay me money. And as I said, I'm a mechanical engineer and management, guys. Right? Of course, I did certification for this health and fitness, nutrition, all this. But apart from that, it's very important. So, most important part is anybody across the 6 countries which I operate, India, US, Canada, UK, Australia, Gulf, everywhere I ask them to send me some details, which I have got certain questionnaires. And then second, I ask them to go for certain blood tests because how do I know how is his health internally? Second myth is a lot of people they say, as per my BMI, 170 centimeter is my height. I am 70 or 71 or 68. I am okay. Yes, you are okay. But how about your fatty liver? If it is, how about your HbA1c? How about your vitamin D3 deficiency? How about your vitamin B12 deficiency? 100% out of 10 people, there are 8 people have got vitamin D3 and B12 deficiency, which repercussion for so many health challenges. People don't have any ideas. So the moment everything is done, we had a Zoom call, one-to-one, it all depends. And then we start their program. I monitored every single day at their program. And as per convenient, as per requirement, I ask them to go for again certain blood tests because that's how we can see the progress. And I always emphasize that as much as possible, please go to the nearby hospital, whichever city you are in, and they should have their in-house lab. Because a lot of times I've seen the reports here and there, but that's why I say that if it is not possible, then it's okay. Otherwise, I always say. So the moment I say internal, externally, and then things is over because I have seen many people, they have come out from the medicine like me. Diabetic type 2, hypertension, thyroid, PCOS, even infertility. They are supposed to go for IVF, 25 lakhs package. I said, give me 3-4 months. And again, I'm not what you call a God, but I'm well wisher. Positive thinking and positive approach with the selfless and coaching, things are possible. Nothing is impossible. And that's how I'm coaching people. That's how I'm seeing their meal picture every single day along with the food and the required supplement, what they're supposed to take and what kind of workout they're doing. That also I emphasize because that also, maybe if you have some questions, I'll tell you about that. So this is very important thing to understand. That's how I monitor everybody where they are.
The next question is related to what is the healthy amount of kilos that one should reduce per month?
This is subjective actually. Please understand. First of all, I never bother about the kilos loss. I always go for fat loss.
Because many a
For
time
example,
people are reducing 10 kgs a month. I have seen such kind of people who are saying that I have reduced 10 kgs in a month. So what is the bare minimum that, yes, if you are reducing that much consistently, so it is okay. But beyond that, if you are doing, then it is beyond the line.
see, our body is made up of 70% water, 70% plus, right? So what is happening the moment you start something changing on the program, something like that? So first thing is, first month you lose the watery contents. And it all depends upon my metabolism. So many things is, type to type body is also concerned. Somebody can reduce 2 kg, somebody can reduce 5 kg, somebody can reduce 10 kg. There's no fixed parameter, but so long they are feeling good internal, externally, I am nowhere concerned about how many kg they are lost. Unfortunately, again, a lot of gym and all these people, they are going for this kg loss, this kg loss. I am also talking the kg in my social media content because people understand that language, but that is not a healthy indication. Your body, you are a lady, my wife is a lady, my sister is a lady. All three, I'll give you same program. All three, you will behave different. For example, to substantiate this statement, I'll tell you there are two sisters. One sister can have PCOS, PCOD, second may not. Same environment, same food. How it is possible? All depends upon the individual's nature, the way they are leading life, the way they're thinking. A lot of people, they don't understand. Thinking is very important. So it all depends. One family, you will see somebody has got diabetic type 2, a brother, and another brother, they don't have anything. Somebody see father, mother has got higher case of hypertension, but son is okay. But sometimes it is reverse. They say, no, this is gen, मेरे genes में है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. They are very, very minimum, but most important thing, the way you think, everything can be changed.
So apart from this, please let us know that some people genetically are more prone to regain the weight. What are your suggestions to such kind of people? How we can reduce the occurrence of regain of weight after we just shed a lot of kilos, then we are still susceptible to such kind of situations.
Smart question, must I should say, Deepsika. This is very, very important thing to understand. A lot of people say that, no, I did this program there, I did this program there, I did this, and then after that again I regain. I
Yes.
have not regained since 2020, 27th March. In fact, 2nd October 2019, after that I have never put on my weight. The reason is very simple. If you follow the 4 pillars, you will not regain your body weight again. The pillar number 1 is food, macronutrients. Second is micronutrients, 2 pillar. Third pillar is stress management, where you have to have your de-stressing is very important, including your screen time, especially during the bedtime, that you have to take care of this. right? De-stressing has got so many things. Massage and all is playing very major role. Head massage, body massage, and all. And last is coming to positive mental attitude, where you need to understand that what you want to become, you have to speak. Because whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve.
Yes, you're right.
There's a beautiful book called The Secret. In that, everybody should must watch the movie. Is available in all the languages. Books are available. In that, there is a miracle Godman. They're saying he was a pilot. He was, his aircraft was crashed. He fell down in this pond or river something. USA doctor says that he is not going to alive, but he was having some breathing is happening. And when he consciously aware, he says that his complete body was paralyzed. And he says that on 20, because he was Christian, he said 25th of December, I'm going to walk out from this hospital. He was like a vegetable state. And believe me, after 1 year or so, maybe 11 months, something like that, I don't remember the date, and that he was able to walk the hospital with the hand in stick, where doctors, all US doctors said that he is not going to walk ever. Can you imagine? That is called your whatever your mind can believe and conceive, you can achieve. So the moment you take a program properly, this is the program is not like, oh, I have lost my weight and then what I start junk food. No, 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 no. This is a lifestyle. You have committed to your life. The moment you are committed to the life doesn't mean you don't enjoy. I just initially I said that day before yesterday we had a family get together. A lot of things I ate which I'm not eating, right? But after that, I'm back to square. Today you will say I will not eat. So that is how one should know that what is to be eaten, what is to be done, what we have to think. Who is coaching? That's why coach is playing very important role. And coach has to be selfless. He should have the knowledge. He should be able to guide him, hold him. But does it mean that everybody is getting result? No. In class, 30 students are there, all 30 are doing good? No, absolutely no. I saw people from IIT, you must have seen they have failed, they have not got good jobs. IIMs also, they did not get a good job. So it all depends that what kind of lifestyle I'm adopting and who is coaching me. Is there somebody who can handhold me so that I can take care of my life?
Apart from this, I have heard this somewhere that if you belong to this age group, then it is becoming more and more difficult for you to just shed some kilos. So, is there an effect in this?
100% it is wrong. I'll tell you, understand one thing. I just said that whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. Repeat, understand this statement. This is not my statement. Statement has come from a very, very learned man in the world by John C. Maxwell. If you see a lot of books are there, John C. Maxwell, which I follow. Anyway, so this is a very important thing to understand that. See, I'll give you a very amazing example. Every year I'm running 10 kilometer twice. Okay, and once I was running, and there was 90 years old man. He was about to beat me around 9.5 kilometer. I've crossed. 500 meters was left. I was completely drenched out. I was out of my breath, and that gentleman was past me. And then I was not knowing that he is not 90 years, certainly, but I was certain know that he's 70 years, definitely 78 years old, which is much, much younger than me and elder than me. And then if he can beat me, I have got that energy, I don't know from where, and I beat him around the final goal, the finishing line. And when they announced, he was the oldest person who has started, the 10-kilometer run with that particular time. And he said that I started my fitness journey after 60 years when I retired from the army.
Wonderful, wonderful, and
So
inspiring.
not only this, many examples are there. See, age is a number. Please understand. Age is a number. Do not accept the myth, the false things what doctors and surroundings and family, even family matter, they say, "Tum old ho gaye." Nothing. Who said I'm old? I always say that I'm young. The moment you start speaking, over the period of time, your subconscious mind, which is very, very powerful, it will conceive you are young and nothing can come to you.
So, talking about that, there is a new norm that you need to walk 10,000 steps in a day, and it will keep you healthy. How much fact is in this statement?
Yes, I have also heard many of my clients also talking about it is partially truth, but the same thing is if I'm thinking wrong, nothing is going to happen. I'll give you an example. If we are chewing, they said that food should be chew such a way that it should be you are drinking the food and you eat the water. I repeat, you should drink the food, you should eat the water. So similarly, it all depends upon the four pillars which I have already explained a few minutes before. It is not only steps. In fact, I don't recommend my clients to go to gym if they have to reduce more than 7 kg plus weight. Well, see what is happening the moment somebody will go gym, they will use the treadmill. The moment you start running, jumping, jogging, your entire additional body weight is coming to your ankle and knee joints.
Yes.
You are going to hurt yourself. You will have the knee pains, you will have back pain. Unfortunately, a lot of gym, I've said that people, oh no, go run, run. Not at all a good advice. Your body has to be taken care properly, where the 90% things is your food. Again, I'm telling, if you take care of that, remaining things can be taken care. 10,000 steps is good, but not running steps, not running. If they have to set out, in fact, many contents I have said that if you have to reduce more than 5-7 kg plus, please check with your coach before running. Even the coach will say that. I will say, do not listen on this point, because I'm sure you must be agree with me what I just now explained. You are going to hurt yourself or knee and ankles, and you will have back pain. Rather, you go for body massage, head massage. You will love it. You lose your body fat when you're sleeping well. A lot of people, they don't understand this. This is the right things.
Wonderful.
So 10,000 steps is good, provided if you are following all the steps properly. Not only 10,000 is going to help you. For example, if somebody is taking only supplements, they're not taking proper foods, they are not going to become healthy. And it goes vice versa.
Wonderful. So apart from this, I would like to discuss few more things with you. Just give me a second. Okay. When we are talking about a new generation, the biggest challenge is emotional eating. Our youngsters are emotional in one way or another, and the last resort is food. They just fill up their self with a lot of food. So how one can overcome this emotional eating kind of stuff?
See, you should have always mindful eating wherever you are. What do you mean by mindful eating? Mindful eating means you are not having serious conversation with somebody else. While eating, for heaven's sake, don't watch TV and mobile. Do not attend a call, even it is whoever it is. If you follow these things, you don't have any choice. You will concentrate on the food and the food taste. And always be grateful the food what you are eating, but somebody must have cooked with sort of love. Similarly, why our olden days people used to do the pranam, all these things before eating. Annapurneswari Devi in our mythology we used to call. Still, a lot of people they follow this. It's very important thing to understand. Food is the lot of it has got so much things. See, I'll give you an example. You take a jar, put it a rice in it, and another jar, also 2 jar you take a rice. 1 jar you only sprinkle a little water and tell all the good things. Another jar you sprinkle with water with lot of abusing stuffs, cursing stuffs. You will see the rice which you are cursing, it will have the fungus, insects, bacteria, all the things develop. It happens with the plant also. Forget about rice. Even plant you can experiment this. So similarly, if I don't treat my food well, nowadays generation, the younger generation, they say, oh, let us grab a bite. What do you mean by grab a bite? Nonsense things I used to say. Sorry, it is not a grab a bite.
Right.
It is a time where you should be with you and your food, nobody else. Always you should be thankful to the people who is cooking. Always. It should be restaurant, it should be home, it should be airplane, wherever you are, doesn't matter. But all the gadgets, everything, even books. A lot of people they will use the newspaper or some magazine, sometimes books, and then they eat. No, you don't know what you're eating. And no wonder your body is not accepting as a natural source. You are losing it.
Absolutely right.
It's a very important thing to understand that. I always say that once you are eating your food, you and your food should be there. No talking.
So it's not about the stress that anybody is going, it's all about the mindful eating.
100%. Again, how stress is coming? If you are picking phone, you are getting stress. If you are watching something, getting stress. Even if you are watching the best of the best, your movies and serials, let's say, that is giving you hidden stress. Have you observed, you're watching for mobile for some time, laptop for some time, your eyes burning? Have you observed yourself, Deepsika?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So
I
no wonder,
started hurting
no
and
one,
backache is there, and emotionally we are just started. Yes, there are so many problems.
yes. Especially on the dining table, no serious talk has to be happen, whatever situation may be. You should never discuss the situation. You can discuss some good thing. You can discuss about some happy things. Happy hormones should go. The dopamine is very important. It plays very important role. It has to be taken care properly.
So please let us know about some of the very common mistakes that Indian do while reducing the weight.
They always check the weight every day. They should never.
Okay. What is the
They are
right
not.
way to check the weight?
They should check weekly once. Whichever the day, you should take weekly once, and you should take the weight before taking breakfast in the morning,
Mhm.
and monitor every week. Let's say if you are monitoring Sunday, every Sunday you should do this. All my clients are sending their weight scale picture where their little feet is visible, and they only take their picture and with the weighing scale. That's number one. Number two, as I said, that it has to be combination of four pillars, which I told you.
Mhm.
Right. So it is not only weight loss, it is a lifestyle.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely right. It's never about weight loss, because if you are concentrating on weight loss for certain type of event, if you are going for a shadi or if you are going for shooting, and then if you want to fit into a dress and you want to reduce weight for that purpose, it is going to regain very soon.
Unfortunately, a lot of people they are gone away, carried away by the social media. They wanted to put everything, all privacy also they wanted to put on Facebook and just get like, I don't know why they are doing all this. It's a very important thing to understand that never ever, never ever do the something, some act which has to be impress others. If you feel happy, if you feel that your mother, your father will be happy with this act, please do that. If not, immediately stop it. Live a mindful life. Our life is that not only the selfish region, banana, car banana, बच्चे पैदा करने सब ठीक है. How many of people become better off because you are existing in the world? That is called life of success, the way I'm looking at it.
Wonderful. One more tip I want to have from your side. In Western countries, people used to measure each and everything in terms of calories, and then they decide that this much calorie these people should have in a day, and these people are having a very small weighing scale, and these are just cutting apple on that and just putting that I am consuming this and this gram of apple. Is this a right approach, or is there any convenient method?
See, any good thing is there, what any community, any religion, any country we should adopt. But let me tell you, our India's history is very, very old, very, very ancient. We need to be educated enough that we don't have to look here and there. Their generation population is very less. Their facilities are different. They have got places where months together they have got full of ice. We are not in that situation. You go to the Sattvic Ahar, you go to the things what our ancestors have taught. Everything is there, right there. You should never, I don't recommend people to eat the dinner after 7:30 p.m. Not
Yes,
at all.
very important.
Right. So very important thing is that there nothing called measure. See, food, I always tell to all my blanket, this suggestion to all my clients whom I'm coaching, quantity, you decide. Quality, I will decide. I hope you got the answer.
Yes, absolutely right. And
Quantity doesn't matter. You eat whatever you feed food you can, but let me decide the quality because I have got knowledge and I'm coaching you, and that's why I'm telling to the people like this. So I am not bothered about what US, what Canada, what my people even they say that we used to forget about this because we cannot copy them. Unfortunately, this all junk, other thing, sorry to say that it has come from their culture only. We had never had the chapati packed, chapati, paneer butter masala packed. Unfortunately, just imagine what is going to happen where we are leading to the generations.
Very right. In our society, it was forbidden to eat a food that was prepared in the morning, right? And in the Western influence, we are eating food that is prepared at least 6 months before, and it is in the wrong direction. There is no hidden fact about this. In continuation to this conversation, I would like to ask you one more question. That there is a trend that multi cuisine type of thing should be included. That is a new trend, that is a new norm, that Italian food should be eaten if you want to look cool, right? Apart from this, Chinese has become a newer version of Indian food. So we have incorporated Chinese into our own plate. Now Italian is becoming a thing. We have already incorporated pizzas and burgers. So if I am saying that I want to compare regional food and a cosmopolitan food plate, what is preferable?
Now, again, very, very tricky things to answer, but let me, do my best. I'll tell you how many Western country you have seen that they have adopted roti chawal dal.
No, nobody. Nobody has adopted.
Why are we adopting them? Why are we influenced with them? Do you think we have got something? See, unfortunately, the influencer are those who does not have the stable thinking power. They are influenced, guided by the social media such a way that they are completely sold out. They think this is the old, this is the life.
Yes.
Your grandfather, my grandfather, I'm sure they have never seen pasta, burger, all these things.
Never, never.
They were healthy,
Never like
much healthy.
yes, sir.
Every grandfather of this country right now, they must be having 5, 6, 7, 10 kids.
Yes.
Right? They were very healthy. They used to eat a lot of sweet. Any function, we used to have a lot of sweets in hometown because they were all made up of the not the refined one those days. Refined was the concept was not there. So you have to understand that I have got nothing against anybody else. My question to you is why have they not adopted my food? See, I went to Switzerland and I saw one restaurant which is Indian restaurant in Switzerland. You will not get anything after 6 p.m. Everything is stopped. Even malls are stopped,
Okay.
closed down.
Reason being?
Yeah, you will not get any restaurant, any ethnic joint, nothing because they are eating much healthier, much earlier, and they walk like a crazy. I haven't seen a single person in Switzerland who was obese. Can you imagine? And I was there for one whole week. So please understand that, and you go and tell them, "Oh, my roti chawal dal is very good. Please have." Maybe once for your friendship they will take, but after that they will not take. But we have adopted a situation and blaming the job and boss. And for see, I'll tell you a very simple example. If somebody has to go movie, they take out the time. Somebody has to watch cricket match in the stadium, they take out time. So they take out time for every single thing, provided if they feel to. This is the way we have to educate them. That's why I said that from the nursery, KG, kindergarten, we have to teach them what is right, what is wrong. This is the responsibility every human being of this country, along with the common man, the government of India, government of local bodies. Everybody is responsible because one person, one community cannot be doing this. They
Very.
cannot do this. So that's very important. Once a while, you can always take it. There's nothing wrong in it. But why to adopt that culture? Our culture is very, very much, much healthier, much, much older than anybody else.
Very right. So one last question, I suppose we are running short of time. Please elaborate a bit on the millet part. Millet are becoming new things.
Millets, I see again, millets is not a new thing, Deepika. Our ancestor was taking millets.
Yes.
Ragi, jaw, bajra, everything was there. But we have forgotten. Again, that is social media and the Western culture who has said that take millets, now we are starting millet. Arey, millet we were having. For example, wheat was not the crop of India. You know that? Unfortunately, it has come from outside foreign countries and we became the main course and everything became sideline. So millets are very good. Even I ask people to take millets always and take the foxtail one and a lot of organic things which is available. Millets is very, very good. Anything which has got fibrous in nature, you should must consume. It is nothing new. New maybe the 16, 18 years old kid may not be understanding, but somebody 25 plus, 35 plus, 40 plus, they know this is already there in our culture earlier.
Right.
You beat rice, you beat ragi, you beat anything. If you talk about everything we used to have earlier. In fact, most dangerous part is chapati, roti, the wheat atta. That is not good at all. It has got gluten, which is stuck in our body. If you see this, see, for example, if you see tandoori roti from outside, if you leave it for 2-3 hours, you have to tear it up like this. But same thing is not happening with any millets roti. Why? You have to understand this.
It will become more and more brittle after a time, because if we are talking about bajra roti, if you are leaving that for next 2 or 3 hours, it will become more and more brittle.
That is wheat. That's what I'm saying. Those things are very, very good compared to wheat. Even the unpolished rice is very good. Of course, it has to be low glycemic index. That's important. That's how it is.
So the last question, yes, I told you that previous one was the last, but again, the last question is, please clarify the difference between white rice and brown rice. Which one is more healthier?
See, I understand anything is white in nature, chances are not be healthy, but doesn't apply to everything. But a lot of things, especially for the flours things, if you see any millets flour, that will be off white.
Yes.
So unpolished rice, if you see, this may not be white at all. If you see typically Kerala rice, it is reddish in color.
Yes.
If you see northern rice, it is yellowish in color. It may not be white at all. So we always emphasize that anything off-white in color, it has to be low GI, glycemic index. You have to check it and take it. Or if you have got your own paddy, you are doing this crop and all, and if you are not putting a lot of, the what you call this decompositions, all the things, the minerals, what you are having in our home, you are putting, that is okay. But if you are putting a lot of urea, other things and all, that is absolutely not good.
What about the milk product? These products are also white. So should we?
Yes, just now I say that except those things. See, curd is very good because it has got a lot of good bacteria. It has got probiotics. Ghee is not white, it's off white. Paneer is generally white. So absolutely, even a lot of people, the vegan nowadays, new things has come. But I do recommend that even paneer is very good. Curd is very good. But again, you have to check the milk source. It's very important.
What about plain milk? Should we consume milk?
You should see, understand, you can take milk provided it has to be from, if you have got your own cows or something like that. Otherwise, I don't recommend. Curd is okay because it is fermented way, it is good, but that otherwise I don't ask them to take milk.
Thank you, Mr. Saroj. It is genuinely very much enlightening for our viewers, and I'm genuinely happy to have you with this podcast. Thanks a lot for being on this show.
Thank you. My pleasure, and namaste.